the best-in-class open source and free IT assets management software. Are you or your team facing challenges in managing IT assets inventory? Be it your spreadsheets or any legacy system, it becomes very hard to manage your IT assets inventory. But today, I'm going to share with you the best-in-class open source and free IT assets management software. One application is GLPI, Snipe-IT, iTop. I'll be just going for these three. There are various applications that you can use. GLPI is very popular because it's easy to install and easy to configure, but it doesn't have various features that I was looking for. iTop is one of the best open source ITIL platform or ITSM platform. But if you want to have IT assets, use Snipe-IT. Here is Snipe-IT website. I'll be installing Snipe-IT on one of the Linux distribution. I'll go to Proxmox on my home lab. So I'll be creating a new container here. Okay, here my installation is ready with the Linux server and I have the access to SSH. All the commands in this installation are provided in the link which is in the description below. Syncbricks, Snipe-IT. So the first link which you will open is having all the commands that I have used for the installation. So this is working for Ubuntu 20.04. And here is the command. So first of all, we will get the update and upgrade. So you can use this script by yourself. You can do sudo apt get update. So the first step which you have to do is that you have to install the LAMP server. LAMP is Linux, Apache, MySQL and PHP. So you have to install these 4 applications into your server. So first of all, Linux is already of course installed. We have to install Apache first. To install the Apache, you will use the apt install command and Apache 2 with the Y extension. So I'll be just copying this and paste it over here. Now the next step is that you need to start the service and you need to make sure that the service automatically starts once the server starts. So I'll use this command. So what it will do, it will enable the Apache 2 service at the time of installation. Now let me check the status of the Apache server, whether it is working or not. Yes, it is working. It is showing me status is active. And now I can see the version of Apache. I can use Apache 2-V. It will show me the version. Done. It is installed here. Apache 2 is installed. In order to make sure that it works fine, so I'll be just opening the web browser to check whether the installation is completed. 240.123. This is my installation. It will showing me the page here. Now if you have already firewall enabled, for example, if I see UFW status, so status is inactive because the firewall is inactive right now. If firewall is active, you need to allow these 2 ports, 80 for HTTP, 443 for HTTPS, and then you need to reload. Of course, it is already open because firewall is inactive right now, so it works fine. Now you need to enable the rewrite Apache mode. So I'll just Apache 2 mode, I will enable rewrite, which is already enabled for me. I have already done it, but just to make sure that module rewrite is already enabled. Once it is enabled, you need to restart Apache. To restart Apache, you will be using systemctl command and restart Apache 2. So this has been reinstalled. Now we'll be installing MariaDB server and MariaDB client. So MySQL database server. So I'll be installing it using this command. It will run the command, it will download the script and it will install. Once the installation is completed, you have to again make sure when the server starts, the MariaDB service automatically starts. So you will use this command. Now you can check the status of MariaDB, which will show me that it's working fine, it is active. Make sure that installation is secure. I'll be copying this command which will help us to secure the MySQL installation. So what it will do, it will ask you to, do you want to change the root password? Of course, first of all, we need to enter the root password. So do you want to change the root password? I will not change it because this is a tutorial you can change it by yourself so that nobody will have access to your database using the root for Linux. So it says me remove anonymous user. I will not do it now. Disallow root login remotely. I will say yes. I don't want the people to access it remotely. Remove test database, yes. And now reset test database and access to it, yes. And then reload the privileges, yes. That's it. Now your installation of MySQL is secure. Now finally we will do the installation of PHP. So you can use this particular command to install all the modes and all the requirements for the PHP, or you can use for this particular command will install all the modes required for Snipe-IT. So which will have JSON, readline, POSIX and all other required, like LDAP mode will also be installed. So I'll just copy this command and paste it here. It will install all the required components for the PHP. Lastly, you will install Composor. So Composor is also one of the application that is required for the Snipe-IT installation. First of all, I'll use this command which will download the installer from this URL, getcomposer.org installer. So here it is. I'm copying the installer. So it is downloading here, and once it is downloaded, it will be downloaded in root. I can show you here ls. So with ls command you can see that where it is copied. So it is copied here, but I want to move this to this specific folder. So I'll be using move command here to move to this particular folder. Okay, it has been moved here. You can see here it has been removed from here. Now we have installed the database, we have installed Composor, we have installed PHP, and everything is now ready. Now the time is to create the database into the database server. So we have already configured this as a database server. We will be logging in as a root login. Provide the password here, and here now we'll be creating a database. So this is the command to create database. Create database Snipe-IT, which I have already created. You will just simply paste this command here. It will create the database. It can't create the database because it already exists. Now I will be creating a user. Second step is to create the user. So once you create the user, it is already created. So it will show you that user has been created successfully. Now third step is that to this particular user, you have to assign all the privileges. So just make sure that you remove the single inverted comma from here. So it will grant all the privileges on Snipe-IT database and to Snipe-IT user, which we have created. So I'll be giving all the privileges to this user. I will run this command, done. Now the basic setup for Snipe-IT is ready, where you have installed the LAMP server, you have created the database. Now the time has come to copy the application of Snipe-IT from the Git into our www folder, which is our web server folder. So I'll be just copying the www folder here. See it here. It has only one folder called HTML, and HTML is nothing but your web application page into HTML folder. If you go to HTML folder, you will see here one file, HTML, index.html, var/www. This is my working folder. Inside this folder, now I will clone a complete Snipe-IT application. Copy this URL, copy this command. This command is going to clone this complete application and clone it into folder Snipe-IT. You can change the folder if you want, but I'll be using Snipe-IT for this tutorial. So clone it, just wait for it because it is going to download complete application. Okay, this is my folder of Snipe-IT. It has all the files. Now first of all, what we need to do is that we need to copy the env.example file and make a copy of this into env. So example file will remain there, and we need to create the env file. Env is your main configuration of entire application, entire Snipe-IT application. So I need to copy this command, run this command. So it has created the env file here. Now we are going to edit this env file. I'll copy this command, and this is the editor here. Inside editor, we can see all this information. So first of all, we need to make the changes into database. If you remember, we created the database. It was in the local host. You can have the same IP, or you can say it local host. Database was Snipe-IT. which we saw here, I'll just take you to this particular command list. You can see here I created Snipe-IT as DB and Snipe-IT as user, and password was password. So I'll copy this. Snipe-IT database was Snipe-IT DB. Snipe-IT user username was Snipe-IT user, and password was P capital. Leave everything else same as it is. We will not make any changes. Here we can make the changes into our SMTP server. For example, if you are using Gmail. This is my base configuration. Now app URL also you have to change. So I can leave it blank if I want to use only for the IP address. So I can leave this blank. And for the safe side, I must say you that you change the app debug to true till your installation is completed. We need to give the global permission to this Snipe-IT folder, so I'll be choosing this command. At the end we will be giving permission to upload folder also. So we will now install the Composor here. Be here on the same directory, don't leave the directory, and install the Composor into this directory only. If you go back to your environment file, the app key is required for this. If you see here the application key, it says change me, which means that we need to have the application key. But don't worry about that. This command will automatically generate the application key and it will paste it over there. So just do this. And do you want to execute? I will say yes, and done. Now application key is successfully installed. Again, if I go back here, you will see here this application key is already installed here. But you are not done yet, because if you open this particular URL, it is still opening our directory HTML. We have installed our application into Snipe-IT directory. So we need to create a virtual host now. So to create the virtual host, you need to first of all disable the existing virtual host. So I'll be disabling the existing virtual host. Once it is done, we need to create the new configuration here. In order to create the new configuration, I'll be creating in Apache 2 site available snipe-it.config. So I'm creating a new file now. Inside this new file, I'll be pasting all this. So I'll now save this, Control X, yes, saved, file is saved. Now if I open it again, you can see that configuration is already stored here. Now I need to enable this new configuration. To enable this new configuration, I will use this command. Here it is, restart. Now Apache 2 has been restarted. If now I open this, it has opened the Snipe-IT now, but it is giving an error. As I told you that we have enabled the debug mode, so permission is denied because we need to give the storage. This storage folder must have the permission, write permission. So I'll be copying these commands here. Folder permission, just copy this command here, paste it here, and this particular command here, and paste it here. Now just restart Apache server again, just to make sure everything works fine. And that's it. Just open this here. That's it. Now the server is ready for the installation. So if you see here, everything is green here, everything is working fine. Email, if I test this, of course I did not define the SMTP password, which we can do later also, because environment file can be edited later also. We can do that as well, but we need to first of all disable the debug mode. You can see debug mode is enabled. So I'll go back again to environment here, and I'll just make this from true to false and save this. Refresh this page again. You can see now everything is okay, and I'll create the database tables now. So database is already linked, so it has created the database. Now I'll be creating the user. And if you click this, if your email is working, so it will send you the credentials by email, which I don't want right now. So save the settings. That's it. So you have successfully installed the IT Assets Management System. I already created one URL for this, snipe-it.syncbricks.com. If you see here, one of the best system has already been installed for the IT Assets Management. The system is ready to be configured. So I have created another video where you can see each and every component of it, how it has to be configured, how the assets has to be added, how the assets has to be assigned to the users, all the configuration. To see that configuration, watch the related video. Before you go, click the subscribe button to subscribe to my channel and avoid missing any latest videos.